the woman saw a small red flower blooming at her doorstep. She was instantly terrified. Panicking, she yanked the flower out and buried it in the soil. If anyone found out, she would become the village's biggest sinner. Red was an ominous color in this mysterious village. Any appearance of red would attract a terrifying man-eating monster. It was said that the monster's entire body was covered in red, and it was drawn to any red it could find. Some women were so scared, they even feared having their periods. Because of this, the villagers lived in constant terror. At night, no one dared to step outside, and the village committee had strict rules. No one was ever allowed to leave the village. Not even once in their life. They feared that stepping outside might bring back some unwanted red. During festivals, villagers would sacrifice livestock to the monster, believing that if the creature was well fed, it wouldn't harm humans. The committee also claimed that yellow wards off evil. Yellow cloaks became the villagers' only protection. One day, Teddy's mother fell seriously ill. Desperate to save his mom, he decided to secretly leave the village to buy medicine. To avoid the monster's attack, he put on a yellow cloak. As soon as he stepped outside, he saw the fields covered in red flowers. Then, an eerie, blood-curdling scream echoed through the air. Terrified, he turned back immediately and ran home. But he never expected that his actions would bring disaster to the village that very night. At midnight, a night watchman caught a glimpse of the red monster flashing past. Panicking, he rushed to ring the village alarm. The moment the alarm sounded, the villagers fled in terror, each of them hiding inside sealed-off spaces. Only Teddy, who had just returned, was left outside, completely unguarded. At the same time, his blind girlfriend Bomi knew he had left the village that day. She refused to shut the door, insisting on waiting for Teddy to come home safely. The monster followed her scent and crept closer. Just in time, Teddy appeared and saved her. That night, the villagers trembled in fear as they hid in their cellars, praying to survive until morning. The next day, they discovered that all the livestock in the village had been skinned alive by the monster. Red claw marks were left on the doors. A warning: the monster was not satisfied, and it would return for revenge. The village committee immediately called for a meeting. They were determined to find out who had broken the village's sacred rule and brought this disaster upon them. Teddy trembled in fear. He didn't dare to confess that he was the one responsible.